Ah, he's admonishing the pins. Oh, yes, Weber has come back with a double to lead by 21, and we will be back. Opponent Dave D'Entremont had 3 splits in a row, converted 2 of them, and now has put 3 in a row. And if he can put another one up there, the lead will be only 11. Didn't trip that forward, though.
Well, Chris, with the big hook ball, the percentage of the high hits is not very good. If they keep it light, as you've seen the earlier shots by D'Entremont, they were all light. You see the great wrist action, probably a 20-board hook, but no trip of the 4.
Continuing to mark, that's extremely important. The winner then moves ahead to meet Brian Hamler, the brilliant rookie from Cincinnati. Then the great champion Amleto Monicelli, and equally as great Wayne Webb. All right. Exciting. That was an 8th frame strike. Now Pete Weber has a double working, and here'd be a chance in the 8th and 9th.
Well, Peter, if he strikes out, can have somewhat of an awkward score, 263, and that would shut out D'Entremont. But the match is still up for grabs. D'Entremont a possible 231. Here we go, 8th frame. We welcome back to our telecast the president of the PBA, great champion, Johnny Petraglia.
Thank you, Chris. Brian, I noticed the first time you were on TV you were a little tentative, and the last time you had a lot of confidence. Is it just a learning process under the lights, or is it ball reaction?
Everything on tour is a learning process, and I just hope to get my record above 500 today, win a few games, get loose, and have some fun out there.
Chris and Bo, Brian can strike with the best of them when he gets a reaction. Watch out for him today. Back to you.
Okay, thanks. He'll be up next. 10-pin on the left lane. Nearly toppled, but not a big enough hit.
Well, Chris, we see the Bird Dogs come around with the head pin knocks out the 10, but Peter, with that real soft speed, doesn't have enough pin speed. In other words, his pins are only moving over there about 30 miles an hour, and he needs a little more ball speed to make that head pin come back and take out the 10.
Pete Weber, who won his first regional tournament as an amateur at age 15.
Dave D'Entremont, the full approach. We have 17-foot approaches here. D'Entremont taking 17.5. He can stand in the crowd if he likes. He needs a strike.
A 7-pin.
Wow, the center of the rack. David just blew the 5 right over the top of the 7. What a terrible break. You see, he's going to go straight across lane for the 7-pin spare. This is a fairly simple shot. He cuts his hook down.
All right. First game. D'Entremont and Weber.
D'Entremont a possible 211.
In our field today, there were 62 titles among the 5. You know, tonight is the beginning of one of the great lineups of this television season, starting with brand new episodes of Lois and Clark on a New Night and Time, then the premieres of 2 of the most eagerly awaited shows of the year, Leaving L.A. and Robert Altman's Gun on Tonight, here on ABC. So be here. And kiss your remote goodbye.
D'Entremont gives himself a very slim chance. You can see a little bit of a disconsolate look on his face as he has a negative move. 211 would be the best he can score. Pete Weber would just need 5 pins on the first ball. And we've seen some strange things happen. 4 or 5 is nothing for these guys. And now he just needs 4 pins.
All right. Kurt Von Kruger is being checked. He's a national tournament director. Pete Weber just checked him to make sure.
He'll throw it right down the middle, Chris. There's no point in trying to throw a big hook here and getting some weird shot. There we go, right down the middle. You know what? Your dad would be proud of that. The 5-7-10, the bowler's called a lily out here on the tour. First time I've ever seen it on the PBA Tour in a national championship. However, it's going to be enough to win. Now, you know what? This can be made. I've seen it made. You get the ball to in here, slide the 5-pin over the 7, bounce it off the kickboard, and take out the 10. He can take a chance and go for it. That's enough to win.
And anybody that says professional bowling isn't exciting, if you watch the first game here, you cannot truthfully say it. Okay, Pete is the winner, 217 to 208. This ABC Sports presentation of Professional Bowlers Tour will continue after these messages.